All right, so now we're going to open up some points on our chest area. And so for the purposes, because I'm wearing a mic on one side, I'm just going to show you with one hand here. Find your clavicle or your collarbone and walk your fingers toward the center point, or where your throat is. There's a very sensitive point here. So you're going to find where the bone ends or begins, depending on your perspective. Okay, and then now you're going to just slide your fingers downward, and you'll find that your fingers will settle into this divot point. It's actually where the first few ribs are. Okay, so it should be right around rib 2, 3. Okay, so hopefully I don't bump the microphone as I'm showing you with both hands here. So it looks like this. Okay, and so if you can feel around where, again, there's that bruisey feeling, that sensitive point, this is another kidney point that you can work on to release imbalances. Okay, so we're just going to hold these points. I have my points being held by my middle finger. You can use your first finger. Okay, for the purpose, because I'm trying to avoid the microphone, I'm going to just work with my middle fingers here. And I'm just going to press in so that I feel like I've actually turned on the sensation, that sensitive sensation, almost like I've turned on a light. And I'm also going to sense into the pressure that I'm doing with both hands. There's a technique called 2 points 1. And so what that means is I'm going to make 2 points feel like 1 point. Same pressure on both points. Same pressure on both points makes it feel like one big giant point or a sensation that we're working with. And so as you start to focus in to this 2 points 1, you'll probably notice that your breath starts to slow down. You'll notice that your body starts to soften. For me, one of the first areas that starts to soften when I hold this point are my shoulders, which I really need help with. So, bringing in some breath and feeling this settling into the point sensation, softening the front part of your chest. This is the area that tends to get a little bit congested or tired when we are on attentive mode, on guard. We tend to breathe up into this area. So let's offer up a little bit of space by holding this point and bringing the breath down further into your diaphragm. So lower rib area. Last breath, releasing that point, taking a moment to notice how the holding these points will actually give you a sense of an open chest, open-hearted type of a feel. And now we're going to move into 2 more points here, and our last points. They're going to be the points that are right at the inside of our eyebrows. And so how I like to do this point is I'll bring my hands together, just kind of in a soft hold, like a prayer hold, and my thumbs are together, but they'll actually, come apart a little bit, just enough to meet those 2 points on either sides of my eyes, okay, or my eyebrows. So I'm going to bring up my hands. I'm finding those 2 points. My thumbs just they do a little bit of a hooking into. Now these points are pretty unique in the way that it feels a little bit more like a headache if those areas are out of balance. So pressing in, I'm going to close my eyes, and you can close your eyes as well. Focusing in, again, the 2 points 1 type of technique here, making 2 points feel like 1. So whether you like a deeper pressure or a light pressure, whatever works for you. Sometimes I have an awareness when I'm accessing these points that the top of my head is kind of buzzing a little bit. Breathing into this area. Even though I'm holding my hands up, I'm also relaxing my shoulders. I'm not raising them up toward my ear. They're actually sliding down. Now that you can feel what that point is, I'd like you to bring your elbows down together and just bow so that your upper arm rests on your chest and your head is bowing, and your head gets to rest onto your thumbs. This is a more restful hold here. Just allow your head weight to rest onto your thumbs if they can. Bringing yourself into a more inward pose. Soften the back body. Soften those points at our eyebrows. We use so much expression, so much muscular contraction. Resting now. We don't have to do anything with our face. Showing frustration, showing concern. You can let it go right now. I would like you to bring your 2 pointer fingers to your third eye. So I'm going to lift up my head so that you can see my 2 pointer fingers to my third eye here. All right, and so here I'm just going to, it's like I'm stretching, opening up from my brow. I'm still holding the points with my thumbs, but I'm just giving my forehead a little bit of upward stretch toward the hairline here. And I'm just holding. And then release when you are ready. You can keep your eyes closed and just notice the 3 points that you made with your thumbs and your pointer fingers. You have opened up that little area around your third eye. Sometimes it feels like a spaciousness. It can feel like I said, a slight buzzing sensation. Just tune into that. And realize you have actually opened up parts of your body to prepare for a meditation. And if you would like to, you can stop this video and just settle here into the sensation that you've just opened up, settling yourself into a meditation. If you've never really tried it, you can at least just sit and focus on those 2 points that you opened up. Focus on that area. Work with your breath and just see what happens. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you next time for my next self-care video.